I found a series of canyons while exploring Google Earth in the western United States that are unlike any others in the world. On the massive cliff sides exist the ruins of an ancient civilization. But what is most incredible about this place is what was uncovered deep within the earth. Direct evidence of a catastrophic event that occurred in the past that will inevitably occur once again. After thousands of miles of travel, I finally arrived to see it with my own two eyes. All right. Good morning. I am in a gigantic, massive canyon that I found on Google Earth. And at the end of this canyon lies something unfathomable. But first, I have to mention something. As you probably know by now, Andrew, aka Desert Drifter, is currently in the hospital, and I'm sure you feel the same as I do and wish there's more you could do to help. So just to let you know, 100% of the ad revenue from this video is going to go directly to the GoFundMe for the medical expenses for Andrew. And I'm really fortunate to call Andrew a good friend of mine. Andrew is one of the most unique people I've ever met. He's like a real life Sherlock Holmes, and my thoughts and my prayers are out to him and his family. I just want to say, no matter who you are, no matter what your belief system is, say a prayer for Andrew and his family. I know we're all going to take this as an incredible reminder that being healthy is the greatest blessing you could ever ask for. Now, let's get out hiking and explore this incredible canyon and experience the beauty of nature and freedom, just as Andrew would have wanted us to do. Andrew, this one's for you, buddy. We're all rooting for you. And I'm really fortunate to call you my friend, and I can't wait to catch up with you soon, buddy. This canyon has been carved out by massive flash floods. Almost more than any canyon I've ever been to before. The flash flood risk in this one is off the charts. So today there's a pretty low chance of rainfall here, so look at that. And somewhere wandering around in this canyon is my friend Ryan, so you'll probably see him in the background. I'm regretting my choice of footwear currently. There he is. Hey! You see some goats? They sound... We're gonna go climb up to the top of that pyramid-shaped mound of rock in the middle of this canyon. Gonna get to the top of it for the view. Stupid choice of footwear, check. It's a huge fragment of volcanic rock. Are you starting to figure out where we are yet? It might be pretty obvious by now, but I'm not sure. Wow. We have made it to the top. And now we have an incredible view of what lies at the end of this canyon. It's the ocean. The soup of life. We are currently in a massive canyon on the side of a volcano in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. So this canyon starts at sea level and goes all the way up to 10,000 feet of elevation at the top of this volcano. This is one of the biggest canyons and steepest canyons I think I've ever learned about. So first off, it's important to note that this area has been inhabited by the Hawaiian people, or the Kanaka, for thousands of years. So much respect and hoihi goes to the local people who have lived and watched over these islands. There are actually the foundations, or ruins, created from volcanic rock, left behind from the ancient Hawaiians, or Kanaka Kahiko, from their agricultural sites, wind shelters, temples, and dwellings dating back hundreds of years. And just like many other arid parts of the world, they have left their artwork and their stories etched into the stone of this area. So the reason that this place is borderline desert or semi-arid in climate is because it is in the rain shadow of this massive, massive volcano. But 15 miles away from here, on the other side of this volcano, is one of the wettest and rainiest places in the entire world. As the prevailing wind flows over the top of the volcano from the north, the moisture is deposited on the windward side, creating one of the most lush gardens on Earth. And as this was wintertime, the northern side of the island was exposed to powerful swell, which gave me an opportunity to witness something truly unique. Stick around until the end of the video to see it. We are currently standing in the rain shadow of this massive volcano that extends up 10,000 feet. And that is why this landscape is somewhat reminiscent of the canyons and the volcanic sort of landscapes you would find in the mainland United States. Alright, we are climbing down off of this pyramid of volcanic rock. Super crumbly.
Bro's got one hand on the GoPro, scaling with the other hand. I got no GoPro.
So all of this rock was created in the creation of this volcano. And there's something absolutely incredible about this volcanic rock that I just found out about that I'm fascinated by. These may be replantations of native koa trees. So this area suffered heavily from deforestation and the introduction of invasive plants when Westerners arrived here. So what we're seeing may be some incredible work done to bring back the native ecology. And these koa trees are really important. They grow into the cliff sides and their roots help stabilize the hills. So when you wipe out an area of all their plant species that are native, you end up getting more and increased erosion, more landslides, and just general problems. So introducing native plants back again to this area is going to help stabilize these cliff sides and help keep this place safe and preserved. Look at the ways that the lava flows solidified. This area really reminds me of the Southwest in the springtime. It's got that rugged desert look to it, but covered in these fresh little growths and greenery. It's been a pretty hot and dry winter back home, so it hasn't been green like it normally is. So it's been very nice to be out here. The ancient volcanic rock here has actually provided some pretty incredible insights into the changes that have occurred in the Earth's magnetic poles. So the magnetic minerals that cooled within the lava flows that occurred over 780,000 years ago have a completely opposite polar orientation to the minerals that cooled within the lava flows that occurred after 780,000 years ago. This indicates that while this island was being built by the volcanic lava flows, the Earth's poles actually had a complete shift. So before 780,000 years ago, if you had a compass, it would point towards the South Pole, not the North Pole. So this transition, this magnetic flip that occurred, is called the Matuyama-Brunhes transition. It's actually possible that this type of magnetic polar shift could occur basically at any moment, and our magnetic north is actually migrating currently. So we don't know when it's going to shift, but it's been theorized that if it did happen, it would possibly be a completely apocalyptic event that would unfold across the world. It would destroy all of our electronics and cause all sorts of climate changes. So it's pretty incredible. Where we are standing right now has provided geologists direct evidence that this type of polar flip had occurred. So look, you can even see some basalt looking columns up in the top of the rock. sound of rocks falling around here all the time. There is a ton of rock falls in this canyon, which is super sketchy. Wow. That is goat horns lodged in the rock. So cool. There's been a ton of goats up in the cliff sides here. They're incredible little creatures. So slippery here. This place is just spectacularly beautiful. Thank you so much for watching this video. As a reminder, all the ad revenue from this video is just going to go straight to the GoFundMe campaign for Andrew and Evelyn. So just by watching this video, you're supporting them. I was at one of my favorite right-hand point breaks in the world for the last 3 days, and the waves were absolutely incredible. So it's been a strange trip, you know, experiencing such beauty out here, but hearing about what terrible event happened back home, it's been a weird feeling. But it's an incredible reminder to never take anything for granted. You know, give your loved ones a big hug and tell them you love them. Around here, the word for hello is also the word for love. Aloha. And the people around here try to embody that saying and what it means. And I think it's something that we all forget about too much. Express love to the people around you and to the nature that you're seeing and the beautiful world that we live in. We are all so incredibly lucky to be here. And the greatest blessing of all, far more important than money or fame or anything like that, is health. And yeah, let's all hope that Andrew gets healthy again soon and that his family is getting some relief in this really difficult time. Bro, that was insane. The Ocean by Nathaniel Hawthorne. The ocean has its silent caves, deep, quiet, and alone. Though there be fury on the waves, beneath them there is none. Don't forget, there's a big, beautiful ocean out there that has lasted through hundreds of polar reversals in the past and will continue to do so. If the poles flipped tomorrow, all the troubles, pain, and sadness we feel on a daily basis will be long forgotten. So relax a bit, Our lives are insignificant, but it's a good thing. It gives us the ability to marvel in the frozen moment of time that we exist in, and the massive scale of the world around us. I thank God we don't have to carry our burdens for as long as these rocks do.